Our first speaker of the day is Victoria Leal. Victoria is a high school student and is a passion-driven young scientist in social sciences. She sees science as an opportunity to change her reality and country. She loves doing many different projects such as MUN, Glee Club, leadership boot camps, and of course STEM Club. She sees scientific dissemination as an important tool to democratize science. Therefore, Victoria spreads the project through science fairs. Today she will be giving a talk titled Economy, Sustainability and Technology, a Necessity Demand, which will cover her innovative app that aims to promote sustainable consumption. I'm so excited to hear about her project, as I'm sure all of you are. If you have any thoughts or questions for Victoria, please do share in the chat, and I would now like to welcome Victoria.
Hi everyone, hi Aurora. My name is Victoria Leal. I'm from Osório, a town in the south of Brazil, and I have 17 years old. And today I will talk about economy, sustainability, and technology, a necessary demand. But why economy, sustainability, and technology are a necessary demand? I can explain. It's important to say that we live in a linear economy that's based on the flow of production, consumption, and accelerated disposal. This linear economy has been rising since the first industrial revolution and is based on hyperconsumption and individualism. This fact can be observed because one-third of all of natural resources on the planet were consumed between 1980 and 2010. In addition, this individualism makes the communities lose social capital. And for this reason, this linear economy doesn't meet environmental, economic, or social needs. However, a dynamic alternative economic cycle that proposes barter, reuse, repair, and recycle of goods and services by multiple people could be as one type of solution for that. Circular economy reduces environmental and social negative impacts. The circular economy has been boosted by technology. Today, you can observe that e-commerce grew 70% of international market in this pandemic time. So, this system attaches technology, solidarity, and sustainability to organize a more collective society and promoting a more sustainable consumption. So, with these different context and understanding of important circular economy to preserve of natural resources of our planet, I ask me the following question. Is it possible to create an app that support thrift stores and human associations in the south coast of Brazil? With this in mind, my research proposed an innovative, technological, and mobile solution that is focused on Brazilian circular economy structures, associations, and thrift stores. Thrift stores are structures that sell second-hand clothes, promoting the reuse. And for that reason, thrift stores are part of redistribution markets, a subsystem of circular economy that's based on the barter instead of putting it away. On the other hand, women's associations are spaces that promote regular meeting between women, and their activities are usually related to charity. This type of structures belongs to collaborative lifestyles, which put other subsystem of circular economy, which put a system in place where individuals of similar interests share intangible assets like knowledge, research, spaces, and others. Other important data about thrift stores and associations are that represent as Brazilian popular culture practice. So, to answer my research question, I developed a methodology with two different approaches, data collection analysis and design thinking. The locus of my research was the south coast of Brazil, a region with 55.3 people by square kilometer. In data collection, I perform a literary review, case study, web survey, field research, and interviews. In design thinking, that I use it to create my technological solution, in this case, a mobile app, I divide in three steps: immersion, ideation, and implementation. To create my mobile app prototype in the edition phase of design thinking, I used Color platform to code. This platform used Blocklinja to create apps that is based on MIT Scratch language. This is very important for democratizing technological creation to people like me who never programmed before. Some examples of blocks that I built you can see here. In my first result, I mapped 14 human associations and 35 thrift stores in the south coast of Brazil that promoted circular economy in my region. But for my surprise, I discovered that there is no platform, social network, or technology to reach a lot of these spaces and could be a reason for stuck their growth. The web survey showed that mobile app was concerned as good tool for my community. More than 97% of the population of the south coast of Brazil believe that mobile app will be possible for thrift stores and humans associations. The thrift stores owners' interviews showed that mobile app was not only important, but a necessity for these structures. Also, in Mercat Survey, I have mapped 242 circular economy websites and apps around the world, but none have the same purpose and features as the mobile app developed by me in this research, showing the innovative qualities of this app in the international circular economy technological marketing. So, to solve my research question, I have created a mobile app that has 126 frames and is available on Google Play. The tests with Google Play Analysis have pointed that interfaces of this mobile app have a high rate of safety, implementation, confidence, performance, and accessibility. The tests with stakeholders have pointed that app has a high rate of innovation, applicability, and social, environmental, and economic impact. So, this research provides an innovative and technological solution that is able to boost circular economy of thrift stores and associations in my community and country, being an important tool for social, environmental, and economic transformation. Also, the mobile app showed breakable and innovative features that can be necessary for start and startup and spread the app beyond Brazil. In addition, this research has been addressed to Sustainable Development Goals of United Nations. Finally, I'm so glad to help improve on the circular economy, change a little part of the world, and promoting people's awareness. Not only that, but I'm pleased to know that I can contribute to solve environmental, economic, and social problems from where I grew up, giving alternatives to my community and country. And this is my project. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Victoria. That was so interesting. I really loved hearing about the process of how you tried to solve a problem in your community. I don't see any questions for you, I don't believe. But yeah, I found that really interesting. Thank you so much. Very excitingly, we should have our first hint for the quest in the chat now. Remember, you need to collect all the 6 different hidden phrases we have and put them together and submit this form by 5:15 BST by our Google form to enter the prize draw. This quest is so much fun and there is a chance of winning the prize, so I would encourage you all to do this. Oh, we do have some questions for Victoria, actually. What do you plan on doing next with your project, Victoria?
In the next of my project, I would like to spread the app beyond Brazil, because the problems of linear economy is not a problem of Brazil, it's a problem of the world. You need make a different consumption and production to live in a world, to preserve of natural resources. So I think that Fidelity, my app, is important to the world, not just from Brazil. So this is my next movie.
That's very interesting. I can't wait until it gets to my country over here. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what you're going to do in the future.